Good morning, my dear students. So today I'm going to explain you what is the main use of this torsion bar in a vehicles. Okay, so here torsion bar is nothing but it is basically a length of metal rod attached to one end of the car body, and at the other end is a suspension lower link. Okay, as a wheel passes over the bump, the bar twists. Okay, and it returns it to the original position when the bump is passed, and restore the car is to be its normal drive height. Okay, so the main function of this torsion bar is to transmit the torque from gearbox to the wheel. Okay, now that is the main use of this. Okay, so here I shown in the picture, that is the called as a torsion bar, that is a large spring rod. Okay, so here the one end is attached to the frame, at the other end is attached to the lower control arm. Okay, now so that is about the torsion bar. Up and down of the suspension system twist the torsion bar. Okay, while doing up and down there is a twisting movement will be takes place. Okay, and it will then try to return to its original shape, moving control arm to its original place. Okay, it is like an elastic. Okay, so when its force is applied, it will a torque will produce, it is a twisting movement takes place. When force is withdrawn, then it will come original position. Okay, so this is the diagram of torsion bar, and this is very important for the point of examination. Every semester this question is asking, explain with a neat sketch working of torsion bar. So olden day, instead of torsion tube, nowadays all the vehicles are using torsion bar. Okay, so it consists of a frame, that is it is like a bar. Okay, now so when compared with an other system, it is a lighter and occupy a less space. The space is very less. Okay, and the torsion tubes may be also used instead of the torsion bar. One end of the torsion bar is fixed to the frame, as shown in the diagram. So here one end is fixed to the frame. Okay, and while the other one end is fixed to the end of the wheel arm for the supporting bearings. Okay, and the wheel arm is connected to the wheel hub. When the wheel is hits to a bump, it starts vibrating up and down to produce a torque on the torsion bar, which acts as a spring. That is okay now. So this is about the working of that is a torsion bar. Okay, now the main disadvantage of torsion bar is it does not take any braking or driving torque. Okay, so that is the main disadvantage of this. Okay, so I wrote here same that how does the torsion bar suspension system work. Okay, so torsion bar system work by having a mechanism that it will causes the vertical motion of the vehicle to cause a twisting. Okay, now that is torsion nothing but twisting movement in a bar that is attached to the moving part of the suspension system at the one end. Okay, that bar is connected with the lower, that is the bottom parts, and it is fixed to the vehicle frame at the other end. So this is about the how the system component, that is system bar, is arrangement. So how does torsion bar is made up of. Okay, now the torsion bar is made up of that is it is like a tube or bar, and that acts as a spring. So it replaces the conventional coil spring. So the torsion bar made up of metal. Normally it is made up of a metal with a short splined ends to connect with the rocker on one end and the chassis on the other end. Okay, so here our torsion bars are better than coils. Yes, the main advantage of torsion bar suspensions are very soft ride due to the elasticity of the bar, and durability is also very good, and easy adjustability of the ride height, and a small profile along with the width of the vehicle. Okay, the main disadvantage of this is the torsion bar is unlike the coil spring, usually cannot provide a progressive spring rate. So always it will not progress the spring rate. Okay, what is another name of the torsion bar? Sometime in some vehicles torsion bar is also called other names. So another name of torsion bar is the torsion spring suspension system. It is also called as a torsion spring suspension system. Okay, the torsion bars are kind of suspension used in almost heavy load vehicles. Okay, and torsion bar can also be called as a torsion beams, torsion bar, torsion spring suspension system. These are the different names of torsion bar. Okay, torsion spring suspension system. Okay, next, what is the purpose of using this torsion bar? The main purpose of using this is it is basically length of metal rod at the one end of the car body, and it is fixed to the one end of the car body, and the other end of the suspension lower the link as the wheel passes over the bump. The bar twisted as when the wheel is passes over the bump, then the bar is twisted. Okay, now due to this twisted, it will return to its original position when the bump is passed and restore the car to its normal drive weight. Okay, now that is the main function of this using this torsion bar. So what is the main advantage of using this is, these are the very soft ride due to the elasticity of the bar and durability, easy adjustability of the ride height, and a very small profile along with the width of the vehicle. Okay, so it takes less of the vehicle interior volume than the coil spring. If you are using coil spring mode, it will take large space, but if you are using torsion bar means it will take very less space. Okay, so the disadvantage of this is, these are normally generally do not offer what is the known of progressive spring rate. So progressive spring rate in the vehicles, it will not progress normally with the time. Okay, it will permit the suspension system, it is braking, firm steering and handling, although the providing a very smooth and comfortable journey. So it will go very very slow like that. Okay, so that is about the main disadvantage of this. And some vehicle, what is the uses of means, some vehicles use a torsion bar to provide the automatic leveling using a motor, and to pre-stress the bar to provide a greater resistance to load. And some cases, that is depending upon the speed which the motors can act, okay na, to respond the change in the road condition also. Okay na, this is about the main use of this automatically level, it will come. Okay na. So this is about the torsion bar. So this question is very very important for the point of examination. Okay, the main use of this torsion bar means twisting movement. Okay, it will twisting, that is a twist will transfer from gearbox to this wheel, so that we have to write. And this diagram is very very important, just to note down this diagram and you practice more. Okay, thank you.